Hello everyone, I'm Thierry Mermet, the founder and CEO of Source of Asia. We are an international business accelerator helping foreign company and entrepreneur to come in Asia and grow their business in this part of the world. So welcome to this LinkedIn live session dedicated on exploring South Korean market insight and business opportunities. Joining me today is Mr. Christophe from Muser Company. Welcome to this session, Christophe. It's a pleasure to have you on board. As you might know, earlier this year, Source of Asia, we opened a dedicated South Korean desk in Seoul in partnership with Christophe. This is a big step ahead for Source of Asia in our mission to bring more and more Asian countries and markets to our customer. So in the next 15 minutes of this live session, we will cover highlight of South Korean market, how you can enter into the country, how you can succeed in the country. And we will also explain about the benefits and synergies of having these exclusive partnerships between Muser Company and Source of Asia.
Thank you, Thierry. Nice to meet you all. My name is Christophe Muser. After studying Korean in the 90s, I worked for the French Embassy's economics department, a French company and a Korean company before starting my own business in 2005. We develop and manage foreign businesses interested in Korea. From research to import to distribution, we target the Korean market. We serve B2B and B2C buyers, construct, manage import, collaboration, and license contracts. We also have two e-commerce sites. The first one is called directo.co.kr. It's a cross-border e-commerce site that represents and sells innovative, specialized, and mid-to-high-end international lifestyle brands in Korea. We should be opening a Vietnam version by the second semester 2024. And the second one is now in Seoul.com that connects Korean companies to global customers. As of 2022, according to the World Bank, Korea ranks 10th in the world GDP and 6th in trade. The manufacturing sector accounts for 25% of the entire Korean GDP. And the world-class manufacturing sector can be said to be a cornerstone of the Korean economy. It is a well-known fact that Korea occupies a large portion of the global smartphone market in the world. Like any consumer, Korean customers pay attention to pricing when purchasing products. However, this is not the only important aspect of a product. Currently, the Korean market is mostly focusing on the different extreme price points of a varying range of products. In other words, the relative struggles of mid-price brands are continuing. The idea of cost effectiveness has been replaced with endless consumption that ultimately serves no purpose. In the case of mid-price overseas brands, being able to convey a unique story that resonates with Korean consumers is essential. This can be done by closely working with a Korea-based business partner who assists the company all throughout the integration in the Korean market. In recent years, we have also seen a surge in the popularity of overseas brands within Korean consumers. Therefore, immediately opening a store in Korea doesn't mean that one has successfully entered the Korean market. When it comes to FTA, South Korea is truly unique. There are many benefits Korean foreign companies can obtain from when entering the Korean market. But the simplest example is that when exporting a product to Korea, no tariffs are paid. Obviously, there are much more than just this. Korea is the only FTA hub country in the world with a network connecting Asia, Europe, North America, and Australia. Therefore, in the case of foreign invested companies established in Korea, FTAs can be applied when trading with countries with which Korea has concluded FTAs. Additionally, when exporting products produced in Korea to foreign countries, they can receive some FTA tax benefits as domestic companies. Beyond the obvious benefits of free trade agreements, South Korea offers some compelling incentives to attract foreign direct investment. One of the key pillars is location support. Sales price and rent deductions are sustained due to the foreign investment zone system. Recently, countries such as the United States, Japan, and the European Union have been offering incentives to promote and attract investment in strategic industries such as semiconductors. Accordingly, the Korean government is also continuing its efforts to provide more attractive investment incentives to overseas companies.
Thank you, Christophe, for sharing all this information, proving how much attractive can be South Korea market. Now I have one question. When a company starts a business in South Korea, it's likely that they will be interested in opening an entity or establish locally. What are the type of establishment that a foreign company can have in South Korea?
Foreign enterprise entering Korea is common today. You must analyze your company business purpose, capital, and future goal to discover the best strategy to enter the Korean market. There are three main methods. The first one is a foreign investment corporation. These corporations require a minimum investment of 100 million won, which is about 70,000 US dollars, according to the fluctuating exchange rate. It also requires a 10% stake from the investor and the establishment as a Korean firm. The second one is a branch office, which is a foreign corporation in Korea that handles the head office business. And the third one is a liaison office. It's just for simple commercial interaction or consulting without company registration. This strategy is often used by foreign companies entering Korea.
Thank you, Christophe. So when a company chooses one of these three options that you just presented, what are the biggest regulatory challenges that they can face?
But the first hurdle in any country is your company in a commercially viable industry. This means you must first determine if the activity you wish to undertake in Korea is lawful, and if there are any rules and what kind of legal clearance is needed.
Okay. Do you have any tips about how to navigate within Korean bureaucracy, which can be seen by a foreign company as a challenge or a worry? How to get things done and get all the permits that you are looking for?
To conclude, this is expert help. Entering the Korean market means investing a considerable amount of money and setting up a local office. Moreover, Korea is not a low-cost country. Therefore, you must move carefully from the first step. If you discover something overlooked or omitted after the company is established, it may not be possible to reverse or correct it. All these processes require preparing various documents and visiting banks, tax offices, immigration offices. But usually when a foreign corporation enters Korea, there are no staff in charge, making it very difficult to process the business. We hope that you can start with an expert who will constantly communicate with all various local organizations.
Thank you, Christophe, for sharing this information, how to enter and set up business in South Korea. I would like now to shift to another very important topic, a critical issue in any country, I think, when you do export. How to find and contract with the right local partner.
There are approaches to improve your Korea entry prospects. Finding a partner to recommend and implement the strategy is crucial because your approach is unlikely to work in Korea. You have to choose a partner with a long history of diverse Korean experiences. You have to find a consultant who wants to know your business. You have to find someone who sees your Korea expansion as a long-term effort. And if you only need questions answered, hire a consultant who can help you advance by doing primary market research on your business field, by proposing ways to enter Korea based on these market researches, and also by resolving large and small issues and negotiations that occur in Korea. You need to find a company that can do all of this.
Okay, that's a challenge. And how can you help to fill up the cultural gap which is likely to exist between the foreign customer and the South Korean business partner?
The Korean is hot and cold. What you believe is great about your product may feel ordinary in Korea. And a feature you thought was ordinary may be great. We receive queries from Korean distributors. This is because foreign and European corporations are hard to reach. They spoke fluent English, yet the conversation ended without outcomes or news. Many things show cultural differences. You must consider several variations, such as how work is done, how long it takes, how you view the product, contract procedures and market factors, and change them to their ideal conditions. After analyzing your company's operation, you need a consultant to investigate a structure that will allow you and the domestic company to achieve long-term profits and help you negotiate a partnership agreement. A consultant must assess whether your organization and domestic client candidates share goals, financial stability, and contract forwardness. After signing the contract, project success requires cooperation and communication.
Thank you, Christophe. That's very interesting. I found many similarities between your experience in South Korea and our own Source of Asia journey in Southeast Asia. For the last 20 years, as you know, we've been covering many countries as Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore. And actually, what we realize is our customer, what they expect from us, and I know it's the same for you, Christophe, in South Korea, they expect a perfect balance between being able to provide them with consulting and advice to take the best decision at the right time, and also very operational and hands-on support to make sure that things will happen on the ground, on site. And actually, we are able to do that because we are entrepreneurs ourselves. Source of Asia, when we started 20 years ago, we had one entity, 2 employees, and just one scope of business. Today, we cover 6 countries, 7 now with you, Christophe, in South Korea. We have 80 experts. We have 5 entities and 4 different scope of business. So all this energy and agility to turn opportunities into business that we have been using for us is what we bring to our customer today. I will take 2 examples of a customer that we've been helping in Southeast Asia, but also in South Korea, to describe a bit about the synergy and the benefit of this partnership between a Muser company and Source of Asia. The first business case is about Acrocean. It's a French company specialized in wind offshore monitoring and site assessment. So they work on a marine project with local partner. Actually, they started to work with us almost 3 years ago by sending just 1 single employee that we host in our own building and that we help to grow the business in Vietnam and neighboring country. 3 years later, they are now are a team of 4 people. They already completed successfully some project. So the next step was naturally to look at South Korea, where they had a kind of existing distributor, but they wanted to develop a little bit more the network. So we introduced them to Christophe and his team in Seoul. We work on setting up the criteria to find the right partner, to qualify this partner, to introduce the project to those partners. We came at the end to a very precise B2B agenda, B2B meeting agenda. And there was a mission for the people from Vietnam to move and go to South Korea and work with the Christophe team. That's an example of how you can, from one country, Vietnam in this case, leverage to develop in others. The second example is a company called Calis. It's a Swiss laboratory specialized in a premium skincare cosmetic product. Calis, it's an interesting business case because actually they came and told us, look, in Asia, we are doing nothing. How can we start? So what we did is that we selected 4 countries. So we had Vietnam, Thailand, South Korea, and Malaysia. And we address those 4 countries at the same time, which allow Calis to save time, to save money, because it will cost much less to open 4 countries in one time than going one and then another one. And they also have a single project manager. So in terms of communication, it's much quicker. So our job is to get the information about the product, about the market, about the competitor, about potential entry barrier, and then to move to the right market entry strategy. At the end, we always come to this, having a B2B meeting with a selected business partner. Thank you for listening to this live session. I hope you found some interesting information, and I hope this increased your interest and motivation to come to South Korea or Southeast Asian country. The partnership we have tried to explain today with Christophe, again, is a way to ease your international expansion journey. So we invite you to contact our team. We have a dedicated email address for that, southkorea@sourceofasia.com. So please contact us for information. And as we say in Source of Asia, we are here to get you there. Thank you. Thank you.